Hey there, I want to disclaimer this by saying that this is not the entire process. This is only what I was asked to do, which is solder the mod cable on. This is not the entire mod process, nor is it designed to be anything other than showing you installing that tiny little cable as my customer asked me to do. So just keep that in mind that this is not the whole thing, just the micro soldering part. Thanks. Good morning. Okay, so today we had an interesting thing come in the shop. This is basically it's a Nintendo Switch. It was taken apart by the customer or their friend, and this is installing something called a PicoFly mod. Apparently, it sort of jailbreaks it. This right here has to be soldered on here. I'll go into the microscope and I'll kind of show you what we're talking about here. So we've got the CPU. What we need here is we need to be able to put this here. Now you can see where there's a little bit of work done by someone else. It's kind of tough when it's already been attempted, but somebody didn't have small enough, precise tools to do this. But basically what we're looking at that needs to be done is this has 2 points here and here. Same here, but it's covered up. We're going to clean that off in a second. And it sits on top of these 2 capacitors. You'll see one there, and you'll see one there. Okay, so basically you have to solder this pin to here, bridge it right there and there, and then the rest of this hooks to some other connection this way. But first thing we got to do is we got to get this cleaned off. It's kind of a mess, so I think what I'm going to do is use a little bit of alcohol and a toothbrush to see how much we can get done with that. I don't see a lot of solder on there. That's good news. So we should be able to just clean it off this way. Now the actual device that was attempted work on is a different story. We actually have to completely clean that up. So let me give this a little bit of a dry here. That's pretty good. All right, so let's see what we're working with this. Let's see. Okay, so this is a bit of a mess. I'm going to try to clean it first to get flux off of it. And then we're going to put more flux on it and try to wick away any solder that's on there. And then we'll properly try to tin them. It's amazing what a little bit of alcohol will do to clean something up. All right. Now the trick is that you don't want to get in a situation where you end up melting this plastic around here. You just want to focus on this. So what I'm going to do is get my smallest soldering iron I have, this big, let it heat up. We're going to put a little flux on here as well. While that heats up, where is my flux? There it is. All right, so we'll put a little flux on here to try to wick away this solder. There we go. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can help this kid out. All right, so now we have our solder wick, and this should be ready to go. Let's see if this is going to cooperate here. It'd be nice if it just works. All right. I like that. Now, if we can get, see, this is bridged completely across. We want to clear that. There we go. I like the way that looked. Look at that. So, in essence, not only have we cleared that off, we've essentially tinned this already. This looks good here. This looks good here. And we're going to get just a little tiny bit of solder on this right here. Try to tin this other one over here. Done. All right. So this may be very, very quick. Hopefully we can just do it real quick and simply put it back on here. I don't know if I'm going to need flux, but ideally I would like to get this on here. Just barely attach it with the, basically tack it down, so to speak. All right, that looks good right there. Now, if I can get one of these done, it's very difficult to hold this down. Very small. All right, let's see if we can get this. There we go. There's one. That looks great. Look at that. All right, and the second one. Basically just trying to bridge it with the existing capacitor without making that capacitor fly off the board. Let's try to get this one here. All right, that one is good, but the other one, just a little bit of solder is needed, I think. There we go. There you go. And that is how you do it. So I'm going to clean this off to make sure we're good to go. And hopefully this young man will have a working mod. Doesn't have to be completely pretty, but it just has to be connected, okay? All right. So, it's hard to see, but this is good here. You can see it bridged to there. It's bridged here, and it's bridged to there. And if you take the device itself, it's just not moving. We're in good shape. All right, folks, nice short video, and that's going to do it. So, make sure to like and subscribe. We're getting there, getting close to that 1,000 person goal, 1,000 subscriber goal. And once we get there, I don't know, I'm going to do something special, I think. So please do subscribe, and if you like the video, share it. And we will see you in the next one. Have a good one.